and Canada have achieved a major diplomatic breakthrough. Both nations have agreed to appoint new high commissioners for both countries. This happened when Prime Minister Narendra Modi met the new Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Kananaskis, Canada recently. Not only this, the two prime ministers also agreed to resume senior and working level mechanisms in a host of areas to bring greater momentum to the relationship. Indian Foreign Affairs Secretary Vikram Misri said that the leaders also discussed the importance of restarting the stalled negotiations on the early progress trade agreement, with a view to paving the way for a comprehensive economic partnership agreement. They agreed to task their respective officials to engage further in this regard. This move comes almost 2 years after former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and other Canadian officials accused New Delhi of allegedly being involved in the killing of a Sikh separatist on its soil. So what really happened between India and Canada that soured the duo's relations? Why is establishing a High Commission important for both the nations? Let's discuss it in this episode of Newswatch. India-Canada relations hit a low when the former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau alleged that Indian government agents were involved in the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar in Canada. India had rejected the allegations and termed them as absurd and politically motivated. India had also said that Trudeau government was letting pro-Khalistani groups operate from Canada. Both nations touched historic low when India withdrew its High Commissioner and 5 other diplomats after Canada linked them to the Nijjar case. India had also expelled Canadian diplomats last year in October. While the history of strained India-Canada relations extends beyond these events, Hardeep Singh Nijjar's killing led to a bigger crisis in the relations of both the nations. Mark Carney was appointed as the Prime Minister of Canada in March this year. With Trudeau's exit, both nations hope to rebuild relations based on mutual relations and connectivity. Now, both countries have agreed to designate new High Commissioners with a view to returning regular services to citizens and businesses. Officials have said the appointment of High Commissioners may be processed as early as next month once Canada names its nominee. New Delhi has already forwarded the name of India's ambassador to Spain, Dinesh Patnaik, to Ottawa as its nominee, according to the sources. For the unversed, a High Commission is a specific diplomatic mission established in a Commonwealth country by another Commonwealth country. High Commissions are established in countries that share some historical relationship with the political, historical, or cultural. At the front of the High Commission is the High Commissioner. High Commissions play a crucial role in promoting diplomatic relations between the countries. It also promotes trade and investment between both nations. They basically work to represent their citizens in foreign countries. About 4.5% of Canada's population is of Indian origin, including around 1.8 million people of Indian descent. The Sikh population is around 7,70,000. Additionally, near 1 million non-resident Indians live in Canada as students, skilled professionals, or temporary workers. Indian students have been the largest group of international students in Canada. In 2022, they made up 41% of the international student population. However, Canada's recent immigration policies have affected both Indian students' prospects and the finances of Canadian universities. So what is your opinion on this new turn in India-Canada relations? Do share your thoughts with us in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.